Hi, this is At Home with Miss Joan, and I'm here in Mount Airy, North Carolina, also known as Mayberry. We have just taken a ride in Barney's squad car. We have seen the whole town. We're fixing to go in that courthouse right there and sit at Andy's desk. We had the best driver ever. He's standing right here. Come on over here.
Hello there.
Right here.
Come to see us in Mayberry.
That's
We're
right.
looking for you.
Yeah, and look him up. He's the best driver ever.
Look for Roger.
Look for Roger, and he honestly, he gave us a wonderful, wonderful tour. More information. I'm just so excited. We're going to spend the whole day here looking through the town of Mayberry, or Mount Airy, North Carolina. I'm expecting to see Opie and Aunt and Andy and Barney. I'm expecting to see all of them, but I'm going to learn a lot about them in the museums and everything that we go into. I'm excited. We got there on Thursday afternoon. Where did we check into, Preacher?
We stayed at the Hampton Inn.
Oh, that's right.
And it was a very nice hotel. It was very comfortable and clean.
Yeah, and where did we eat? You know, one of those episodes was about the goat. They had a restaurant called...
yeah, the Loaded Goat.
Yeah.
And that's the episode where he got in the dynamite and ate a bunch of it, and they was afraid he would explode, so they put him in jail, and then finally Barney let him out of town. And we don't know what happened to him, but he was called the Loaded Goat. The Loaded Goat,
so that's the name of that restaurant. Oh yeah, we had the fish and fries, and it was good, and had a little thing of slaw bleed with it. Yeah. And then Jordan had this huge barbecue bacon burger or something. Now that made me wish I had got her burger. She gave me a bite of it. It was so good. Everybody, the waitresses and all, just as good as they could be. Looked at all their memorabilia in there. They had a lot of pictures on the wall in the hall. They had a big goat that you could stand and get your picture made too. And that was the Loaded Goat restaurant. But we was going to focus in on our morning after. We got up and we had a 9 o'clock appointment to ride in Barney's squad car, and I was beyond excited. Our driver was Roger. He was real good.
He was a very nice man, very knowledgeable. Told you a lot about Mayberry, about the show, about the actors, and just had a lot of personal information that you don't get from just watching a TV show.
Built in 1937 by Mr. Wallace Smith. He was Andy's daddy's third cousin, and his nickname was Wally. Andy spent time in around this service station building right here growing up. So when Goober came along on the show, they had to build a service station building to fit his character, and Andy decided to be called Wallace, and that's where the name came from. So when you get back home, you can tell everybody you've been to the real Wallace and you've been to the real Mayberry. 5 Faces of Andy, or Progression of Life. He started out as a very young man on this end down here, and ended up as Matlock on that end right there. Now folks, the flowers on each end is a flower in dogwood, which you know is our state flower.
Right. And what's weird about it is when you call, our daughter, well, I tell y'all, she keeps us an agenda. Look at this full page of our week of activities, and everything's usually prepaid. But here at this place, when she called to get prepaid and lined up, they just said, oh, we'll write your name down, be here at 9 o'clock, and you'll pay the driver when you get finished. So we was kind of taken back that they were kind of on almost the honor system, like believing we was just going to show up that day. $50, wasn't it? $50. Yeah. Every how many you got in the squad car, it's $50, and then you pay him cash, and then give him a tip. We did. Oh, it was worth it. It was really worth it. But he took us all over the city. I remember seeing the church that Andy went to, the streets, and he pointed out, like, he'd say, Barney, go do the school crossing, when Barney would get on his nerves, and he took us to where Barney did the school crossing.
He took us to the Granite Pit, which is a huge place. It's, I forgot how many miles across, and it would take another 400 or 500 years to get all the granite out of it, but almost every building in that town is made of granite. All the churches are. They gave them the granite to build out of.
And he had lots of facts about the show.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he never stopped talking the whole time and entertained our questions. I mean, he was just the friendliest guy ever.
I think you need a deputy on that show. He talked himself right into it, and they hired him. What most people don't know is, if they had not hired Don, the show probably would not have lasted out the rest of that season. Andy realized early on, from No Time for Sergeant, Dad's owned the show. back, gave Don the lead, and I think we all realize and know that Don Knotts was the backbone of that show. If it had not happened the way it did, folks, we would not have the Andy Griffith Mayberry phenomenon as we have it today.
They had 7 different cars, had one for each year of the show.
Yeah.
And the Ford Motor Company gave them a car every year to do the show with. They took the car back at the end of the year. It was never given to the show permanently, but they loaned it to them for a year, took it back, painted it, and sold it as a used car. And nobody ever knew the car they bought was actually used on Andy Griffith.
I know it'd been worth a whole lot more money if they left it like it
was.
Yeah. And not resold it.
In fact, he said Andy looked for one of the original cars when he retired, but could not find one. And so they assumed that they were all gone.
Also, we went to the courthouse.
Going into the courthouse, look here. Sheriff and Justice of the Peace. Hey, come on, preacher, we may get married again. Did you get this? Get behind here. Hey. Hey, Sheriff. Oh, wow. Look at here. I gotta get behind here. Oh, this is Sarah. He just come on in here and lock himself up, wouldn't he? Or shut the door. I don't know. And if you want it out, you just reach over here and get the key and get on out. Oh, me. I guess they prolonged his life a long way. Locking him up, keeping him safe. Look at here, it's so nice.
And inside the courthouse, they got the jail where Otis, you know, bless him, he'd just lock himself up. And of course, the key was always hanging right there where he could get out. We got into jail. That was kind of fun. I was afraid preacher's going to really move the key and not let me out. And the desk, I mean, authentic, all this stuff where Andy's desk was, and you know, the old phone where he'd call the operator, get a hold of everybody. Sarah? Wasn't that her name, Sarah?
I don't know.
Get off the phone, Sarah. I need to talk to Floyd, Thelma Lou, Barney, somebody.
Hey, I'm gonna call Walmart and get my grocery order. I guess I ain't got here, am I? What'd you call her, Sarah? Hey, Sarah, get me Miss Crump. I want to see how Opie's doing in school, his grades and all, okay? All righty. Get her on the line.
And it was just really neat. And of course, his, you know, his sign on his desk, what did it say, Sheriff, and then he was also Justice of the Peace. He'd just turn it around. And back in a much simpler day, but this show was so good. Back in a time when everything was so clean on TV, and no vulgar talk or anything like that. Oh yeah, the squad cars are housed at Wally's filling station. That's really neat too, to walk up there to Wally's filling station. Remember, you like the gas tanks.
I'd love to pay this for gas again, $25.9. I don't think we'll ever see that again, not in our lifetime.
Good luck, Tom.
We're here at Wally's filling station. We're looking at the gas tank, admiring the price of gas. So go inside.
Wally's filling station also is a souvenir shop on the inside. A lot of places had a lot of nice and cute souvenirs about the show.
Oh, my pickles don't taste like kerosene.
While we're there, close to the courthouse and the Wally's filling station, right there they've got parked the Darlings' old truck. You remember the Darlings come into town, all those boys and their daddy, and Charlene, the blonde-headed girl, was always wanting to chase Andy.
Oh, I didn't think we'd have time for any music. You got time to breathe, you got time for music. How many strings, Easton? Well, there's 6 on my guitar. Well, here's one with 5. Just kind of let that thumb hang free and enjoy the music.
Hey, how about playing Never Hit Your Grandma with a great big stick?
Oh, Dad, that makes me cry.
They got the little house down behind it where the Darlings live, and we enjoyed going down there.
Oh, yeah.
Right behind Wally's filling station is the Darlings farm. Let's move over here, preacher, and get us a little picture.
taking our picture there at the truck. It's just such a neat and fun day. Got a big, is it at the museum where the mural is? A big mural that says, "Hey, welcome to Mayberry," or something like that. We got to get our picture made on that. And the Andy Griffith Museum is just full of memorabilia from all the characters. Brings back the, you know, Gomer and Goober and Opie and Thelma Lou, but just all the characters. There's different things and memorabilia in there about them, pictures and videos, and just the clothes they wore, scripts from the show, just how simple were, just simple typed out scripts, you know. It was just really neat to see all that stuff. We're at Andy Griffith's Museum, hiving us big time, looking around through all the memorabilia. There's something from every one of the characters here. Look at that big statue there. Oh, oh, he's gone. Goober, he was always so funny. Ernest T. Bass's outfit. Boy, he's known for being up in that tree throwing rocks at everybody, wasn't he?
You know who's back in town, don't you?
Ernest T. Bass, you come in here.
Howdy do to you and you. It's me, it's Ernest T.
Oh, me, so many good actors. Back when TV, everything you watched was so clean. This show has still playing. 60-something years, I believe, the man we was with told us. The main street that you could just walk up and down.
Yeah.
Full of shops. Oh, antique shops. I liked all of those. Lots of places to eat, you know, fried pies and just all kind of stuff. We saw Barney's Cafe. Lots of food up and down these streets. They're just one across from the other. You can just park and walk real easily. For me, I don't walk the fastest as anybody, but it was just real handy, convenient for me too. We saw Floyd's barber shop, remember that? And that was real neat to see. And then we chose to eat at, what was the name of that place?
Snappy's.
Snappy's. And what they famous for, preacher?
Pork chop sandwiches. And it was good. It was a big pork chop. My
bun was about like this, and the pork chop was hanging out of it. I'd say an inch or two all the way around. He's like, whoa.
An amazing thing, it only cost $5 for that sandwich, so that's not bad at all.
No.
For a pork chop sandwich.
3 of us ate there for under $20, didn't we?
Yeah.
That didn't happen at all the other places we did too. I forgot to say, when you go into the museum, they give you a sheriff's badge. It's pretty cute. I don't know if y'all noticed, preacher and I dressed like we didn't even know it till we was already dressed. Mine's purple and black, and his is purple and black. But anyway, here's the picture of our ornament that we got. Actually, it's a refrigerator magnet, but I'm gonna make it into a Christmas tree ornament. We try to get one all the different places that we go to, and this is the one that we really liked because it's wood and it's been hand painted. I would say a half a day you could cover the whole place, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you can do a lot in a half a day in Mount Airy.
Yeah.
Because everything's so close together, you don't have to travel much. Like John said, you can walk and see most of the stuff downtown.
Yeah, it is so nice. You feel like you've just entered back into the days of Mayberry, and it's such a simple lifestyle. And also, oh yes, I got to go to Andy Griffith's home place. I'm here at Andy Griffith's home place. His parents lived here till the late 60s, and then he moved them to California to live out the rest of their days. I really enjoyed touring what I call Mayberry, Mount Airy, and it's a joy just to get to come here and think about this was his childhood home. It was just a wonderful, wonderful day of going all around Mayberry and seeing even that little house that he grew up in. Church he went to, and they talked about his younger days, him going to college and going to come back to be the preacher of the church.
That's what the church wanted him to do.
Wanted him to do, but he got into the music, and that was his giftedness and everything, and decided to do drama and got places to do in Hollywood. It was a wonderful, wonderful day in Mayberry. When I was there at the house, I decided I needed to do a citizen's arrest.
Stop, Barney, stop!
like that, you're supposed to set an example.
That's what I said.
Now, what happened?
All nutsy here come running after me screaming, citizens arrest! Citizens arrest!
This is At Home with Miss Joan, and I'm going to sign off for my fun day in Mayberry. Hey, citizens arrest! Citizens arrest! Citizens arrest! Sir, this is citizens arrest. See my badge? I'm taking you to jail. Let me drive. Is that okay?
Yeah.
At home with Miss Joan, would you like? You know, whether you like it or not, okay? At home with Miss Joan, please subscribe. Sure does help this old girl's channel grow. Won't you share with friends and family? You know, like your mom and them, okay? Comment right here and you'll hear back from me. You know, preacher, get back with you, my daughter, me, somebody will right here from At Home with Miss Joan. Woo! Y'all check these videos out, okay?